Hello, my water sign friends. This is Sarah with Sarah Bear Tarot, bringing you a June month ahead reading. I have 3 piles here, one for Cancer, one for Scorpio, and one for Pisces. And we'll just go ahead and get started. Cancer. To begin with, I have this Om stave. This is Be, and it means birch. So it speaks of beginnings and purification. So it can speak of perhaps a rebirth or a new start in some way. But first, there's this element of needing to release what is old in order to move forward. What do we have? Okay. And I see that here in these first cards, the 3 of air and 5 of air, there's this element of hurt, heartbreak, maybe from the past or something you're trying to heal from, and moving on, or a need to move on from a feeling of resentment or defeat or perhaps disagreements. So it feels like you're kind of hanging on to this, but it's time to release, to purify, to clear the air, we'll say. We have the Knight or Messenger of Water here. So this is going to be you. There's a need to tap into your water energy. We have such a lot of air here, and that is where you're going to be struggling. You'll be struggling when you're caught up in your mind and not processing your emotions. So what can you do? What can you do to get more in alignment with your soul? How can you get more in touch with your heart? How can you release old pain and hurts? I see in June you finding a new clarity, new insight, and having a sort of, I want to say a new outlook. I'm feeling lighter for it, but you have to release these complicated feelings. And love. There may be, well, if you have been trying to move on from a heartbreak or a situation where there's disagreements and arguments or misunderstandings in a loving relationship, it's time to meet that situation with love, meet that situation with forgiveness. That is going to be how you move forward, how you move on. But I do feel like through this process, you're going to be finding a new love or something that touches your heart, emotional fulfillment. Anything you can do to explore your creativity, to connect with others, to practice compassion. May find if there have been disagreements up to this point that you find new ways to communicate your feelings, new ways to communicate with others, and to be more open and receptive. Let's see what more energy we have here. This is the key. So it's a talisman. And I'm connecting this with your heart. It is like you need to heal and unlock your heart. You need to open space for love to come in. And relief. So there's healing ahead. You know, I'm suddenly feeling like maybe counseling would be helpful, because here with this is a new way of communicating, and with this messenger, it's like, see, they're facing each other. It's communicating your heart, opening your heart by talking through issues. Or so maybe there's counseling that you could do to help you to heal in any wounds. We have bone. So this is like, it feels like this is something that is rooted or has its origins in the past. This difficulty, misunderstanding, or heartache, it's like it's rooted from hurt from your childhood, maybe. And we have the shield. So this can mean you're safe. It's safe to open yourself. It's safe to share yourself. You may have had a tendency to shelter yourself or block, but now I feel like you can put your guard down a little bit and trust others maybe a little bit more, and trust the universe. So what I'm seeing is, I feel like there's a certain amount of heart healing that you are going to be experiencing in June. So go with that. Tap into your loving, compassionate, kind energy so you can truly heal your heart. Okay, this pile is for Scorpio. And to begin with, this Om is Nyan. And it speaks of connection and community. And let's see what the cards have to say to go compound or expound on that. So right here, I'm going to see the Hierophant and the Hermit. So it is like there's a certain amount of wisdom and peace you are seeking, answers you've been seeking within, and it may be time to seek answers through a wider community, through groups, structured systems of learning, structured spiritual systems, you know, something that is building upon tradition, a set tradition. I have the Queen of Earth here and the Page of Water. So it's just like there's this sort of tapping into your divine feminine, getting in touch with nature, getting in touch with your feelings and your heart, finding a center within yourself, and going after things that you know bring fulfillment. It's a very nice flowing energy here for you. And you know, I also want to say, this feels very spiritual because we have these elements of soul searching, soul alignment, and the Hierophant does often speak of spiritual community. The Page is encouraging you to go after what will bring you emotional fulfillment. Yin here can especially speak of female community. But I'm just going to say, regardless of your gender, maybe there's a way or a group you can join that has people coming together, like-minded individuals coming together and doing things that are crafty, because it speaks of weaving. So group crafting groups for maybe taking art classes or yoga, some sort of coming together of individuals in order to do things that feed your soul. Autumn. So that is a time of shedding. So if you can shed, what can you shed? What can you release? I feel like there is a possibility of love if you are single, coming from a time where you've been a bit solitary and independent, and there's like an opening for a love to come in, and you maybe will meet them through some sort of group setting. Okay, I'm gonna get some more here. Ooh, that fell right out. Divine Feminine. I said Divine Feminine energy. So this is you tapping into your sovereign femininity, flowing, learning to flow, learning to get in touch with your emotions, learning how to find balance, learning how, I want to say, even to respect yourself and to understand that you are worthy. Get this one fell out and this one. So trust and gratitude. So I want you to stay present and to connect with everything that you have to be grateful for. And it's in this practice of gratitude that you open space for the universe to bring you your heart's desire, where you open space to allow for new energy and fresh insight, fresh start, fresh opportunity. Also, I'm getting this feeling that like lighting candles will be a really beneficial way for you to work on manifesting. You may be setting intentions, lighting a candle and putting it out in the universe, asking the universe to bring you what you desire and to your highest good, to your highest benefit. In June, I do see you opening this new space within you for a rebirth, for peace, for divine connection and love. Okay, this is for Pisces. And to begin with, we have this this is soil, this is earth. So it does speak of letting go. And it also literally can speak of planting seeds, working with the earth, gardening, and that type of thing. So let's see what the energies have here. What can you let go? What can you let die so something new can grow in its place? Oh. So right off the bat, Empress and Emperor. So this Two of Water with that. If you are single, I see a relationship here for you, a coming together, bringing together of divine feminine and divine masculine. This could also be speaking of, finding this unity within yourself, bringing your feminine masculine into balance. But there's definitely this possibility of love here, and working to build something with another person. There's a harmonious coming together. If you are in a relationship, I see you really taking the time in June to begin to build more, to dedicate yourself to building for your future and for future growth, moving on from the past. Here we have passion, so this could be a fiery, passionate time for you sexually, but also creatively. So there may be new inspiration, new opportunities, and a sort of new fire for life to move forward with something. And we have death, which that's so interesting because the soil does speak of death, like as in the death card, in that when something dies, something new can be born. So it is like whatever has happened up to this point, you are releasing it, you're letting it go, and you're looking to the future and what can be created in the future, in your relationship, in your life, within yourself. And we have growth. So there's just a lot of expansion here. To get more. Well, those all can't be for you. What do we have? Oh, that is the one that comes out for me. So yes, that does speak of love. The rose does. It does speak of love. It speaks of giving a gift to someone you love, giving your heart's blood. Even we have blood coming out here, so it is like a love and devotion to a union. Get more. And I get water. So you are watering and nurturing something that you want to see grow. There's just such a lot of planting of seeds here. There's such a lot of beautiful earth energy, and it goes with your water perfectly, because that is where we want to put the seeds. This is what we need to nourish and what we want to put our time into. What do we want to perfect? I'm going to get a card here for you with some words of wisdom. I get achievement. In your heart is a tapestry of stars spread across the infinite space of your soul. You are so much more than you think you are. Inside you is every resource, all you will ever need. With commitment, focus, perseverance, you will achieve all that your heart desires. So in June, if this happens to be the energies around a relationship, I see a really beautiful, harmonious time for you, and working together, union, communion. And if this is more of a personal unity, I see you going after something that really, really matters to you and dedicating yourself to it. This is like a passion pursuit and going all in to make the most of this, to make the most of this passion, to make the most of this skill or gift that you would like to increase and master. So this just looks like a beautiful time of expansion and letting go to bring more harmony in for yourself as you move through this year.